Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be having a discussion here, and the discussion is going to be about kibble versus raw feeding, guys. Now, guys, this is a widely debated topic in the dog world. Everybody wants to know, should they feed their dog kibble or should they feed their dog raw? So I got this question from a Boerboel breakdown discussion group on Facebook. You guys, it's very good for you guys to join these groups on Facebook, these Boerboel groups or whatever breed you guys have. And let me tell you guys why. It's so because you're in a community where people have the same breed of dog as you, or let's say you want to get a Boerboel, then you'll be getting tips, information, you'll be getting like real life experiences from people that have the breed. Because in those groups, people always ask questions, they talk about their dogs, they post their dogs, they tell you what worked on their dog and what didn't work. So in these groups, it's good for you to join. Let's say you have a Boerboel, it's good for you to join these groups, because then you get to see what other people's Boerboels are doing, and then your questions get answered before you even go to a vet, or before you even go to or before you even ask the question yourself. So here the question is, good morning, Boerboel owners and lovers. I have a question. What's the best to feed your dog, raw or kibble? I hear there's benefits to both. I'm looking for answers, and I've got answers for him today. So you guys can see the question. This person I think has a Boerboel, I'm not sure. They're asking that what's best for your Boerboel, raw or kibble? Now let's get into it, guys, because this topic is widely debated, guys. This is the hottest topic, I think, in the Boerboel world and in the dog world in general. Raw or kibble? Because people have many questions when it comes to raw feeding and also when it comes to feeding kibble, guys, because they're two different things. First of all, guys, remember, feeding your dog raw food is like feeding them, we all know what raw food is. It's feeding your dog beef, raw beef, insides, what's the name of that thing they call it, tripe, feeding your dog tripe and all of that stuff. It's different from feeding your dog like dog food. Remember, the way dog food is formed, it's a mixture of your meat, your omega-5s and all of that stuff put into one small tiny thing, and then there's many of them inside the dog food thing. So it's really two different things, but let's get into it, guys. So what are the benefits of feeding your dog raw? The benefits of feeding your dog raw is less poop, which means reduced stool, so your dog is going to poop less. And then reduction in poop odor. So we all know that dog poo smells very bad, guys. Dog poo does indeed smell very bad, but apparently if you feed your dog raw, as studies show, if you feed your dog raw, then it reduces the smell of the poop. And then it also says reduction in allergies, and it is true, guys. Some people, well, it depends on the dog food you feed your dog, but you'd find that sometimes you'd find that people feed their dogs a certain brand of dog food, and then their dog gets allergies and all of that stuff. They get rashes by the nipples and the skin. You can see marks on the skin, all of that sort of stuff. That's what you hear on some dog foods. And then increased energy as well, and enhanced hydration, easy weight management, and cleans teeth naturally. Now that's all true. That's for raw feeding, guys. Raw feeding. Now you can see there that raw feeding, yes, it's very complex in the sense. Is it difficult to feed your dog raw? Well, it's more expensive, yes, because remember, raw feeding, there's no packet of raw feeding you can buy in the supermarket. Maybe you can find that someone like a breeder has got, like I know of breeders that sell raw feeding, like in packets and all of that stuff, where they grind it and then you can give it to your dog. Yeah, because raw feeding is best given to your dog, like you see when you grind it into small little pieces, just like how the dog food is made, but this one you're doing it with raw feeding. I know of breeders that grind their raw dog food and then into small little pieces. So they've got tripe, maybe they've got beef, they've got, I don't know, chicken and all of the stuff. They grind it and then they put it in little packets. That's the best way to feed your dog raw, because you're getting a mixture of everything. And yeah, the dogs love it as well when it's more grinded than as compared to when they have to tear it up. We all know this. So what raw meat is best for dogs, guys? Now, according to most raw feeders, dogs should eat organ meat, like tripe. Tripe is organ meat, guys. Tripe, heart, liver, kidneys, whole fish, and raw meaty bones. So yeah, that's what's the best meat. That's what's the best raw meat for dogs, guys. And then we all know for kibble, we all know what's the best kibble for dogs, guys. Any quality food that has got high nutrients, which we will get to now. No stress. So yeah, in terms of raw feeding, guys, weight management is what's key, because a raw diet promotes weight management. You see, guys, because if your dog tends to gain weight easily, a raw diet can help keep its weight in check. It's also easy to tweak your dog's diet and control exactly what your dog is eating for weight loss or weight gain. Because remember, when you're feeding your dog raw, you are dictating what nutrients your dog gets. Because raw meat raw beef or raw whatever does not necessarily have all the nutrients that your dog needs. So when you're feeding your dog raw, you are putting your dog's what your dog eats into your control, because we all know dog food, the top quality dog foods, I can't speak for all dog foods, but for dog food you'd find that like there's many different things that the dog food offers. Basically, you find that dog food is more complete, I guess you can say, more nutrients and stuff like that. That's what you find in dog food. Whereas for raw meat, you can't really say that your dog is getting all the nutrients. Yes, it is getting a lot of strong and powerful nutrients, but you can't say it's getting all the right nutrients, because we all know meat is meat, guys. Meat cannot give you all the exact nutrients that dog food gives you. So health benefits for feeding your dog raw meat. A raw diet can help your dog have more energy, healthier skin. By healthier skin, they don't mean like their skin is going to be, you see, like humans, where it means that your skin is clear, no rashes and all of that stuff. For the sense of the dogs, they mean their skin as in their coat. But yeah, you can also say skin as well, yeah, because you know that pink thing under the coat. Some people find that when they feed certain things to their dogs get rashes. Because guys, dogs do actually get rashes as well. So let me retract my statement when I said that dogs cannot get rashes. Dogs can indeed get rashes. Of course, they can get rashes. They can also get those black things that start to appear by the nipples of your dog's skin and all of that. That's the cause of when dogs eat a certain thing that they shouldn't be eating and all of that stuff. So that's what they mean by allergies in dogs. So a raw diet can help your dog have more energy, healthier skin, and cleaner teeth. Meat on the bone can reduce bad breath and improve dental hygiene in dogs. The high protein content of a raw diet can also help your dog's muscle get stronger. That's also very true. And then in terms of shinier coat, guys, raw diet does help with the shinier coat, yes, but dog food also does help with the shinier coat as well. So whatever pushes your buttons, go get it. So your dog's coat can become shiny and healthy by following a raw diet. The higher the fat content of most raw diets, the higher the content of most raw food diets promotes healthier skin as well as fur. So guys, there's a difference between healthier fur and then healthier skin, guys. Yeah, so guys, that's the benefits of feeding your dog raw. But the disadvantages include bacteria, guys. Bacteria. It's very important that when you have raw meat, you do not keep it out of the refrigerator for too long, guys, because remember, heat does spoil raw meat very quickly. So when you're feeding your dog raw meat, you have to put into consideration your dog's health. Raw meat can tend to get rotten very quickly. Bacteria can tend to build up very, very quickly. And pork, guys, do not feed your dog pork, because we all know what pork has. Pork has got a lot of bacteria, guys. So pork basically needs to be cooked. Always needs to be cooked. So I wouldn't advise to give your dog raw pork. What I'd say is that if you want to give your dog pork, you should give them pork, but you should cook it. You see the way you cook it for yourself, you need to cook it for your dog. But maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're doing it for your dog, you should boil it and all of that stuff. But yeah, so bacteria is a very important factor, guys, because yeah, you have to refrigerate your meat and your stuff, because if you don't, then the meat is gonna get spoiled, and then you give it to your dog, all that bacteria. It's a big, 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 big no. So bacteria. So some raw meat contains bacteria and parasites. Yes, that might lead to infections in your dog. This is especially dangerous for dogs who have cancer or other serious health issues, as they are more likely and more vulnerable to be affected by this bacteria. Even if your dog seems healthy, bacteria might bring an underlying health issue to the surface by making it worse. And these types of bacteria aren't safe for humans either. Like I talked about pork, guys. Pork has got a lot of parasites and bacteria. You have to boil it, or you have to, I don't know, fry it, bake it, whatever you want to do. But you mustn't give your dog raw pork, guys. Never, ever, ever. That's gonna be one of the biggest mistakes you've ever made. Giving your dog pork or anything like that, raw pork. You must cook it first. And then, yeah, like I said, you must refrigerate your meat and all of that stuff, because if you do not refrigerate those stuff and freeze them, then what's gonna tend to happen is they're gonna get spoiled. What you should do, if you buy, let's say you buy a 50-pound pack of raw meat, make sure you feed your dog it, yes, and then when you're done, the remainder of the meat, you put it inside a refrigerator, or you freeze it or whatever, because if you don't do that, the meat inside the packet that's left is gonna get spoiled, and then parasites will start to grow in it, bacteria start to grow in it, and then that's gonna affect your dog. So you just need to make sure that. Whereas for dog food, kibble, guys, is not gonna get spoiled. It's not gonna spoil if you like put it on the side, or if you like leave it out of the fridge and all of that stuff. But meat, it will. So yeah, that's what you have to worry about. And then another thing about raw diet, a disadvantage about raw diet is unbalanced diet. So like I said, not all the nutrients are in the meat, not all of them. Majority of them are in the meat, yes, but not all of them. So feeding your dog a raw diet means taking their nutrition into your own hands, like I said in the beginning. While this can be one of the main appeals of the diet, it can also lead to severe health issues if not properly balanced. The specific vitamins by minerals and the specific vitamins and minerals crucial for dogs' nutrition may not be present in raw ingredients. Yes, because a bowl of lots of tripe cannot have all of the ingredients that a kibble has, because kibble, it gives your dog everything, whereas raw gives your dog specific things, but good things at that. So which means a raw diet could leave your dog deficient. On the other hand, too much protein, fat, or other nutrients could also lead to issues like low bone density and liver failure, which is also true. And then now let's get into kibble, dog food. Dog food is generally what most dog owners favor, and they favor it more because it's more convenient, guys, to just take a scoop of dog food and pour it into your dog's bowl. That's the most convenient, easiest thing anyone can ever do. You don't need to refrigerate it. You don't need to you don't need to look at your budget when you're getting it, because dog food is way cheaper than buying raw food. We all know this. So it's more convenient, but there are also many health benefits to dry dog food that do wonders for your dog. A big plus to feeding your dog a dry diet is that a dry dog food is that it helps their dental health, which is true, because they're constantly chewing and chewing and chewing. Sometimes you'd find with the raw dog food, because it's raw, so it's mush, so you'd find the dogs are not chewing, they're just simply swallowing it, swallowing. Lol, you can't say that for swallowing. Here's a challenge for you guys in the comments. Let's see how many times you can say swallowing without making a mistake. Swallowing, 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 swallowing. And you must say it fast. Yeah, guys. But anyways, let's get back to topic. So where was I? Yeah, so dogs are constantly chewing when they are eating kibble, because you can't swallow kibble. If you swallow the kibble, then it's gonna affect their throat. So they chew kibble quite a lot as compared to raw dog food, because raw dog food is mush, you don't need to chew. It's like when we are having mashed potatoes. If you're having mashed potatoes, you don't necessarily have to chew. Although humans, you must chew. We are humans, guys. We have to chew everything. But dogs, once something is soft, they don't like to chew. They just swallow it, swallow it, swallow it. Especially the greedy dogs, guys. We all have that greedy dog, guys. The texture of dry kibble encourages your dog to chew before they swallow, which improves their digestion and also helps to clean their teeth. So yeah, that's another factor, guys. That is another factor. And then, what are the benefits of quality dog food to large dog breeds? On this channel, guys, we talk about large dog breeds. We don't talk about the small dog breeds. This is a Boerboel channel, guys. So Boerboel channel. Boerboel is one of if not the largest dog breed in the world. So we only talk about large dog breeds here, guys. Because in my opinion, large dog breeds are a totally different species of dog to a small dog breed. They almost act different. They have different needs. You have different expectations for the two dogs. They're just so totally different that for me, they're almost like a different kind of animal. A large dog breed and a small dog breed. So what are the benefits of quality dog food to large dog breeds? Number one is weight management. Large dogs need to maintain a healthy weight to avoid joint problems, obesity, and other associated health issues. Quality dog food designed for large dogs contains the right balance of oil, fat, protein, and carbohydrates to help them maintain their ideal weight. The food also contains essential vitamins and minerals to help support a healthy weight. Like I said with the raw dog food is very good, but it does not have all of the nutrients and vitamins that your dog needs. So you'll have to supplement it. You'd have to supplement it. So you'd find people put these powders and all of that stuff to supplement their dogs. Let's say they need a vitamin or omega-5 or omega-6, whatever. They put powder inside the dog food, inside the raw meat to supplement that. Whereas with the dog food, you don't need to put any supplements or anything like that, because all of the nutrients that you need are inside the dog food, provided it's quality dog food. Remember, guys, not all dog food is quality. There's a reason why some dog foods are way more expensive than others. There's a reason for that, and that's simply because of the nutrients value, all of that. To help your dog keep a healthy weight. The benefits also include strong bones and joints. Now, large dogs are more prone to joint problems than other breeds, which is true. Quality dog food designed for large dog breeds contains high levels of this word, glucosamine. Guys, I heard a breeder one day was struggling to say this word, guys, so don't crucify me, guys. Hey, this word is very difficult for all breeders, for a majority of breeders. Glucosamine. And to help support healthy joints function. Let me read that again, guys. Quality dog food designed for large dogs contains high levels of glucosamine, which helps to support healthy joint function. The food also contains specific minerals such as calcium to help promote strong bones and joints as well. So yeah, guys, that glucosamine thing, it helps the dog's joints, because big dogs like the Boerboels, they do tend to struggle with joint problems. So you need to just make sure, and they only struggle with those things if they are overweight. So you have to make sure that your dog is not overweight, guys, because remember, it's not about being overweight, it's about function. You have to remember, yes, a Boerboel can be 200 pounds, but you mustn't like. But if it's not meant to be 200 pounds, then it's not meant to be 200 pounds. Because remember, not all boerboels are meant to be 200 pounds. Some are meant to be 180, some are meant to be 190, some are meant to be 170. So you'll see what your dog is meant to be and what is not meant to be. You'll see when your dog is way too stocky and when it can't move. You'll see when your dog is way too heavy and it can't jump and it can't run, all of that stuff. And it's just a couch potato. You're gonna see. It's gonna be so obvious and clear. So you'll know what your dog is able to carry and what your dog is not meant to carry. Some dogs, yes, are meant to carry 200 pounds. Some are meant to carry 180. Some are meant to carry 160. Not all dogs are meant to carry, not all boerboels are meant to carry the same weight, guys. That's why that's why they don't say boerboels are meant to be 200 pounds on the breed standard. They say boerboels are meant to be between, they say boerboels are meant to be between. They never say they are meant to be. They always say between. And that's not only for boerboels, that's for majority of the dog breeds. They always say they are meant to be between, because not all of them can carry the same weight. Not all of them have got the same size of bone and muscle and all of that stuff. It's just how it is, guys. So it's always important to look at that. And and as it says here, kibble, with kibble, yes, with kibble it's got all of the nutrients and all of that stuff, but you're able to gauge what proteins and fats and all of that stuff, the amount of proteins and fats that your dog is getting. It literally shows you the percentage of protein your dog is getting, the percentage of fat you're getting, all of that stuff. With raw diet, you're basically giving your dog food, but you don't necessarily know the exact percentages of food that your dog is getting. So yeah, that's another thing. And then quality dog food can help your large dog food develop strong bones and muscle. The food should provide the right balance of proteins, carbohydrates, fats to support healthy growth and muscle. Where is it now? Healthy skin and coat as well. So quality dog food helps to keep large dog breeds skin and coats healthy. It contains essential acids such as omega-3, omega-6, which help to promote healthy skin and glossy coats. Quality dog food also contains essential vitamins and minerals that help to keep the coat and skin of the dog looking and feeling fresh to its best ability, guys. So yeah, guys, you can see there the benefits of feeding your dog raw and feeding your dog kibble as well. You can see two different ways of feeding. Like I said, guys, when you're feeding your dog kibble, you're feeding your dog something that they can chew on, something that has got all of the vitamins that they need. Whereas when you're feeding your dog what's this one now? When you're feeding your dog raw, you're feeding your dog great food, guys. Raw is very, very great food, but you're feeding your dog something where you don't necessarily know the exact amount of fats or protein or this, that your dog is getting, calcium or glucosamine, whatever that word is, all of the stuff. You don't necessarily know the exact percentage of that your dog is getting. But for me, I'm gonna feed my dogs raw and also kibble, both mixed together, so that I can know, because we all know that the raw is very good for them, guys. Raw is not produced in a factory or anything like that. Raw is raw, guys. Raw is raw. Whereas we know dog food is produced in a factory and all of that stuff. So what I'd say is that I'll give my dogs a mixture of both. I'll mix the raw with the kibble, and then sometimes I'll give my dogs like a full cow. So yes, it's gonna be expensive, but I'll give my dogs like a full cow so that they can eat the kidneys, the liver, the heart, all of that stuff. What else is in a cow? The ribs, the legs, all of that stuff, all of the nutrients that they need. I'll give them a full cow. So I won't necessarily. So yes, I will give my dogs like chicken and all of that stuff, but I'm also gonna give them like a full cow. So when I give them a full cow, they'll have the ability to eat the stomach, the inside, the kidneys, the liver, the heart, all of those stuff, guys. So they'll get all of the nutrients. Then I give them chicken maybe as a snack, but most of the time you see what I'll do is I'll mix the dog food with the raw. And I saw also one of the breeders, what they do is they bake chicken, right? They bake chicken for the dogs and then they mix it with the kibble. Yeah, I'll put a video of that down below. Yeah, I'll put a video of that while this video is going on, where you'll see the breeder, they are mixing. So they bake the chicken in the oven with a lot of what's the thing called now, with a lot of soup that comes from the chicken while it's being baked. So they put they put it in a tray, then they put the raw chicken, and they put water, and then I don't know, like a nice mixture essence of that chicken goes into the water, and then yeah, they bake it, they mix it up, and then yeah, what can I say, it looks really, really good, guys. If you look at it, it looks like it's meant even for humans, guys. It's really, really good. And then from there they take out all of the bones, because remember, guys, cooked bones are not good for your dogs. So they take out all of the bones, then they mix up the chicken with the kibble, and then yeah, they give it to their dogs. You guys will see on the pictures and on the video as it's going. I can't really say much about that. I can't really explain it, because guys, it looks really, really good, and it looks like, and that thing is very good. So I'll be doing that for my dogs, because yeah, that looks like it's really good for the dogs. And especially sometimes when you have dogs that are very prickly eaters, like they don't want to eat a certain amount of food, like they don't want to eat the kibble, they only want to eat the raw, or they don't want to eat the kibble, they only want to eat the meat. So to mix it up like that will mean that they eat everything. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix the chicken with the kibble, and yeah, guys, we're gonna take it from there. But yeah, man, I can't wait to get my dogs, guys. Really and truly, I can't wait to get my dog, because I can't wait to start my breeding program and all of that stuff, guys. I'm gonna give you guys feeding videos when the dogs are in a pack, all of that type of stuff, guys, because you know me, I love dogs, absolutely love dogs. And I see a lot of these breeders are not doing feeding videos. Not all of them, of course, some of them are doing feeding videos and all of that, but I don't see many of them doing like videos where their dogs are in a pack, all playing together, where they are all eating, how they prepare the food, all of that. Not all of them do it. So definitely it's gonna be something I'm gonna do, because I've been watching a lot of different breeders, extracting information from each, seeing what each does, and then adding them and combining them all together into my own program. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video, guys. Which is better, raw dog food, raw or kibble for dogs? So kibble is basically dog food. So what's better, dog food or raw? For me, I'd say mix them together. Just mix them together, or maybe say one day you're feeding kibble, one day you're feeding raw, or mix them together, like I said. But to give your dog only raw is a bit risky, in the sense that you don't know exactly the nutrients your dog is getting. And then to feed your dog kibble, feeding your dog kibble alone is better than feeding your dog raw alone. That's what I would say. But for me, I'd say mix them both. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Because remember, with raw, you have to supplement. Whereas with dog food, you don't need to supplement anything. Everything is already there. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video, guys. This video was 28 minutes long, almost 30 minutes of high quality information. So please subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and blessings. Bam.